this is Tess Armel, and I'll be doing a read aloud with A Sick Day for Amos McGee, written by Philip C. Stead and illustrated by Eric E. Stead, and it is a 2011 Caldecott Medal winner. Amos McGee was an early riser. Every morning, when the alarm clock changed, he swung his legs out of bed and swapped his pajamas for a fresh, pressed uniform. He would wind his watch and set a pot of water to boil, saying to the sugar bowl, "A spoonful for my oatmeal, please, and 2 for my teacup." Belly full and ready for the workday, he'd amble out the door. That meant he left. Every day, Amos waited for the number 5 bus. "Next stop, City Zoo," the bus driver would call. 6 a.m., right on time, he'd say. Amos had a lot to do at the zoo, but he always made time to visit his very good friends. He would play chess with an elephant who thought before making a move, run races with a tortoise who never ever lost, and sat quietly with the penguin, who was very shy. He lent a handkerchief to the rhinoceros, who always had a runny nose, and at sunset read stories to the owl, who was afraid of the dark. One day Amos awoke with the sniffles and sneezes and the chills. He swung his achy legs out of bed, curled them back again, and said, "Ugh, I don't think I'm going to go to work today." Have you ever felt sick and not wanted to come to school? Meanwhile, at the zoo, the animals waited for their friend. The elephants arranged his paws and polished his castles. The tortoise stretched his legs and limbered up. The penguin sat patiently all by himself. The rhinoceros worried that his allergies would worsen. The owl perched atop a tall stack of storybooks, scratching his head with concern. "Where's Amos?" the animals wondered. "Where do you think Amos is?" "They're all waiting here at the zoo." Later that day, they were still waiting for Amos. Some of the animals thought about riding the bus, and they went to Amos's house. "Hooray! My good friends are here," said Amos. The elephant prepared a game of chess. Amos thought and thought before making a move. "The tortoise tried to run races today," said Amos to the tortoise. "Let's play hide and seek instead." The tortoise hid inside his shell. Amos hid beneath the covers. I like to hide beneath the covers too. Amos yawned. "I could use a nap." The penguin sat quietly, keeping Amos's feet warm. "Achoo!" Amos awoke with a sneeze. The rhinoceros was ready with his handkerchief. "I'm beginning to feel much better, thank you," said Amos to his friends. He swung his legs out of bed. "Perhaps we'll share a pot of tea." There they are, all sharing the tea. Amos wound his alarm clock. "It's getting late," he said. "After all, we have a morning bus to catch." So Amos said goodnight to the elephant, and goodnight to the tortoise, and goodnight to the penguin, and goodnight to the rhinoceros, and goodnight to the owl, who, knowing that Amos was afraid of the dark, read a story aloud before turning out the light. The end.